Hello everybody, welcome to part 7 of the Evil Within 2 Classic Mode. So now, I'm going to push to my last save. So the end of this video will be my final save before I face Mara. So what is going to happen now is I'm going to face the classic Evil Within bosses. The first ones, the Sadist, the Keepers and Laura.
I will find your wife and I will murder her in front of your daughter.
Now I think I've done pretty well to have done the Firewalk and the whole scenes before this in one save. So I feel kind of satisfied that I've done that.
I'll keep coming
But
back.
to be honest, these boss fights, they're not really that difficult. They're certainly not as difficult in my opinion as the Firewalk. If you get the mechanics down correctly, you should be fine. Okay, so now there's a couple of things maybe to pick up on the side of the room. There's a harpoon bolt there. And some gunpowder. Downstairs there's a syringe, but I don't think I'll pick that up. I'm just trying to go... Oh, there's a fuse there too.
Excellent.
Oh, you can attune to this if you want. And there's a syringe here on the floor, which I'm full. I don't really want to pick a syringe off a sewage floor like this, but you know. So anyway, there's a really cool scene coming up now. It's one of my favourite scenes in the game. So Theodore is trying to manipulate you. He's trying to get your bad memories to surface, and you know, Sebastian's bad memories is off the first game, and his experiences of the first game starts off with this guy as the Sadist. Now, in the, kind of like a nightmare, you get this guy with a chainsaw chasing you down this sort of dark corridor in the old-fashioned asylum, and he's dealt with this before, so he's going to deal with it again. So here you go. He's had enough.
Enough of this shit.
Okay, so prepare for some gruesome scenes. This is just a cutscene, not much of a boss fight. Basically just tap X or mash whatever button you need to press. This is PS4, so it's the X button. And there you go.
You think this will stop me?
So actually Sebastian's using the chainsaw back on him. Okay, mash X unless you want to see a funny scene, which is kind of funny scene if you fail that. I'll leave it to you. I could actually do it here, I just saved it, but I don't want to. He's really going at it, isn't he?
Fuck you.
Alright, so let's just say this down. And then you're going to recognise exactly what's going to go on here. Back into the Keeper's domain now. So back into the Evil Within 1. The Keeper was far more skilled in Evil Within 1 than he is in here now. And to be honest, this is much better boss fight than any boss fight has been in this game so far. It's an actual boss fight, as far as I'm concerned. So right now I'm looting around the room. Well, there's only one Keeper up. You got a bit of time just to pick a few things up. Just keep your distance from him, and just pick a few things up. the same time, because after you sort of kill the first keeper, he will spawn into 2 keepers. Okay. So I'm just using harpoon bolt at the moment. It's good enough at the moment to do some damage to him. You could keep running around corners, shooting him and running. They're stunned. Time to hit another shot at this guy. Don't shoot him in the head. I think, of course, it's bulletproof in the head. Okay, so now he's down. And it's not over, there's 2 of them now. So now I'm readying my shock ammo, shock bolt. So what I'm going to try to do is try and get those guys together in the same shot. It's a bit of a timing involved here. Because once you do that, you can use explosive bolts to finish them off together. Nope, the other guy hasn't come round, so I'm trying to find the right opportunity to do it. I'm surrounded here, that's not good. Okay, seems to be a good opportunity here. Nope, I was a bit sort of waiting a bit too long there. You don't there's like dead ends here. You don't want to be in the dead end with these 2 guys. So make sure you don't accidentally run into the dead end. Okay, so it's a bit frustrating. There you go. I think that's okay. It's not that great because I can't get both of them in here at the moment. At least I can weaken one of the guys in front. So now seems to be a good time. Okay, now seems to be a great time to drop a few of these explosives to splash damage both of them. Nope, no ammo. Just about to shoot and there's no ammo. Oh my god. No, that's dead end I'm talking about. Ooh, shock bolt actually finished that guy off. Shock bolt doesn't have much damage, but actually did the trick. And there you go. The keepers are down. So now, as you can see, it's Laura. Laura has come back. Okay, don't be too scared of Laura. She's not anywhere near as dangerous and terrifying as she was in the first game. But just look at her, she is still kind of damn creepy. Alright, she sort of walks slowly, then she sort of crawls fast. Notice I'm using shock bolts here. Using shock bolts, stun her, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Shock her with a shock bolt, then turn the cylinders, turn the wheels. So you need to find a good shot to do it. No, that wasn't a shock bolt. That was a bit panicking. Yeah. Alright. Okay, let me try again.
Come on.
There you go. She's shocked. You only need about 10 seconds or so to turn that wheel. The shock bolt We'll shock her for a good few seconds, and we'll buy you a few time to do it. Anyway. So there's another wheel I need to deal with for now. There she is, she's really coming round. Okay, put one in that corner there. That should hold her off. So mash that button as much as you can here. There you go, the fire machine is ready to go. So if you time it correctly when she's in the middle, you should get her. Now, of course, classic mode, you need to do it at least twice, I think. Or maybe I didn't correctly get her right in the centre. But never mind, just walk around again and try and lure her into the centre. If she comes that direction, of course. Nope. Now, shall I use ice box to freeze her there? I think it's a little bit of a waste, in my opinion. It's out of breath. Let's just see how this happens. Okay. There you go. That's the classic Evil Win bosses from the first game. And I skipped that cutscene there. Theodore gets killed. He's had enough. Well, Theodore gets killed by Myra. But Theodore is done. He's finished with. And now there's only one person left, and that's Myra to deal with. Okay, so now he wakes up. He's a bit dazed. Not sure where he is. So after those 3 original bosses, you could actually save it here pretty soon. But as I said, in my opinion, they're not actually that difficult. If you just saved it, they're not that difficult if you know the mechanics. So I'm just going to push on and not save it until the very last save, just before you fight the final boss Myra. So it seems that each enemy has their own kind of sort of environment, and this is Myra's environment, kind of white stuff everywhere.
Oh God. There's almost nothing left of this
And the world is broken around you.
What are you trying to do, Myra?
Chapter 15. This is chapter 15, so here we go. And you can see a lot of these stoned enemies around. Don't have to worry about those.
Damn it. Myra. Where did you go?
Okay, as you can see downstairs is a mirror.
What is this?
Myra!
Shit. What is she trying to do?
Okay, so I skipped that cutscene. And you could actually run back a bit to pick up a few things. Okay. So there's nothing here, just gonna go downstairs. But yeah, I'm going to go into the mirror. Not saving it. And going to craft a few things. So in the last section, it's just a few more enemies, but these enemies, they take a lot to go down. They're like standard enemies, but they take a lot to take down with normal shotgun. They keep getting up. Unless you just take them out with a stealth kill, or stomp. I found that these enemies just really take a lot, so need to stock up my ammo just in case. Now just checking lockers again.
Detective Castellanos. Always a pleasure to see you.
Nothing. So I wasted time. Always thinking there's something in the locker I could use. Of course, just craft a bit more medical syringes. I'm just going to head on out now. Good. Okay. Downstairs, please. Okay, so now we're heading downstairs. So we're back into this sort of ash-covered union.
Myra!
And as I said, these guys that are spawning now, you can unload with them and they still don't go down sometimes. So use the traditional methods of stealthing. Stealthing is always instant kill, stomping is always an
I
instant
gotta
kill,
get rid of these things.
and if you get the headshot
Maybe
with a
then I can
harpoon
get to
bolt,
her.
it's also instant kill. Right, so now trying to hide around and trying to stealth them as I can. They're very random, as usual in this game. They're going for the stealth kill here. So you got to kill all these guys for the gate to open. So now you're just going to take this guy out now. Now they seem to be very random each playthrough I've played this. The movements, the sort of patrols, they seem to differ. Sometimes they do this and sometimes they do that. So it's not a set pattern how to behave. So you've got to take these guys out. You can't just get them. You have to take them. But I want to come in here anyway because there's a few bits and pieces to pick up. Seems to have one arm, this guy. Didn't want to climb it over there, but so that's that guy dealt with. There's one more guy over here to finish up. Of course, I forgot those herbs. So do I have a chance to stealth him? I'm just going to go in for the kill. I think it's just about to turn round. That was a perfect stealth section there. We stealthed everyone there without getting spotted.
All right. I hope she hasn't gone far. Myra, stop!
So Myra has moved on to another area. Alright now, these guys will come. There's quite a lot of these guys now, so.
Oh shit.
You got to plan what you need to do here.
I don't have time for this.
There's quite a lot of these guys, so just be careful. Well, you kind of figure out this guy's pattern, which is random every time, as I said before, but he seems to keep coming. He doesn't come right over here, so it should be easy to kill this guy. Okay, that's him down. There's still a whole load of those guys over there. So stealthing those guys looks pretty difficult. So I decided to maybe take a different approach to this. And maybe try and sort of take them out from up here on the roof. Now, if you get a headshot with a harpoon bolt, it's an instant kill. Doesn't matter if you haven't upgraded your weapon. And of course it's silent as well. There you go. Perfect shot. One of those guys down without other guys being alerted. As I said, this gun is a silent weapon. That is perfect. The perfect shot from distance there. Now this is just my method. You could use the barrel, but in my opinion, the barrel doesn't kill them. No, I missed that one because it decided to suddenly turn its head. Typical, so I decided to go for another guy. If they stop moving, you get a chance to give it a go. There's a guy way over the distance there, just having sort of thinking to himself. And that didn't kill him. That wasn't a headshot. It looked like a headshot, but it wasn't. He got up here not knowing what the hell happened to him. Okay. There's this guy's come back. I'm gonna try and get him this time with a harpoon bolt. That was a good shot. Perfect shot. Okay, now there's just two of them left now. Now it's a perfect time to go in for stealth, because there's not many people around now. So finish this guy with stealth. Only one more guy remains. So just gonna go for the kill, and there you go. It's a perfect section there. Both sections didn't get spotted. Took these guys out without any aggravation. Could have done better if I tried it again. Alright, so now just there's a bit of loot to pick up. Make sure you scavenge as much as you can. There's a sort of smoke bolt on the ground there. I don't even need it. So once you finish with this area, you just move on. There's nothing else to pick up. So now, coming up, there's a mini-boss, which is a pain in the arse as far as I'm concerned. This mini-boss is really, as you can see, he's going to spawn. Now why I say it's a pain in the arse? Because he moves erratically, he's fast, and then he has a weak spot. It's hard to aim at. Now, shot bolt doesn't work on him. Now, I've figured it out that he's immune to electric. It seems that he's electric based, so don't bother using shot bolts on this guy. It won't stun him. You need to shoot his weak spot. Now, you could use the powers round. It would kind of like immobilise him a little bit. So the best method, which I figured out just at the end of this video, is to use ice bolts, because ice bolts will freeze this guy still, and then you can sort of like wail on him in his weak spot with guns. Now I figured that out just at the end of this section here, but I'm saying smoke bolts work okay. Just sort of, he doesn't sort of makes him it slows him down. It doesn't really freeze him completely. Now you could, if you're not careful, waste a lot of ammo in this guy, because it's hard to aim. It's really hard to get a direct shot in the weak spot here. I would say use ice bolts if you have enough of them on this guy. It will give you a good chance to really tackle him, shoot him in his vital points. Smoke bolts work pretty well too. See, as you can see, they don't really work that well. Pistols. So feel free to use your smoke, your ice bolts, because on Myra you don't really need to use those kind of bolts at all. As you can see, that sort of, he's a bit stuck there. Now what I'm going to do is try and snipe him in this weak spot while he's immobilised, if I can aim properly. I'm not really a big fan of this boss. Just like it throws this boss at you here. Now I hope that connects. Nope, I'm not sure if it did. Now, if I did classic mode again, I'll probably do it with using ice bolts only. But I'm not going to do that again. Now, does it even hit him that time? Now, here we go. Using the smoke now. So I'm really not a fan of this boss, as I said. It just really, he really gets on my nerves. So I want to save my supplies and my ammunition, everything for Myra. I don't want to be wasting everything on this guy. See, I don't even think those counted. Oh my god. Dangerous. Really dangerous there. See? I'm constantly struggling to run away from him. And of course I have to reload, and then he hits me for that massive damage there. Nothing more frustrating is like you ready to aim a gun and there's nothing in the gun, you have to reload. Reload a goddamn shotgun. My god. Okay, so I've just used about as much smoke bolts as I possibly could have. So the strategy is this. It's just I don't figure it out until the end. Now I got a good couple of shots there. At least I got a good shotgun shot into his weak spot there. Oh my god! Ah. Really, game. This isn't really fun. If you ask me. Now I use the shot bolt. There you go. He's completely frozen. There you go. Stunned right to the ground. And he's down. So I'm thinking they use the ice bolt straight away. Save up a bit of ice bolts and do it. So if I wanted to do a perfect classic run, if I'm trying to speedrun this, I'm not a speedrunner, I wouldn't be surprised if they used that. I only had 2 ice bolts, but if I had this in mind, I'd be crafting more ice bolts before I even come to this place. So my tip is just use ice bolts in this boss, freeze him, then stun him, shoot him in the weak spot, and there you go. Okay, so now just looting around. Thankfully I've got enough. I've got plenty of supplies. I can craft plenty of ammo that I need. So there's not much loot around here, so I'm going to just move on. And that's all the enemies have to deal with now. The only thing left in this game to do right now is Myra herself, so you can relax and that. You can feel good actually here,
Myra!
because you know there's nothing else between here and the next save point. I've got one more save left, and I'm literally going to take the best save you can. So save it just before the final boss. So no matter what you did throughout the gameplay, I managed to optimise the final save before Myra herself, which I'm pretty proud of.
Is that our house?
No, maybe, and I'm saying right
She
now,
must be
maybe
there. I can't stop
in the
now.
future I might try classic mode again, try to make a more perfect one. But since this is my second playthrough in classic mode, I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to play something else. What we're going to do is platinum in this game after this on Nightmare mode. If you complete classic mode, you get a little bit of fun. You get unlimited ammo, which is a bit of fun, a bit of a laugh, especially with your crossbow, unlimited sort of shot bolts, ice bolts, fire bolts, etc. Now, these things, you don't need to attune to them, you just need to walk past them. And it counts towards your collection if you're going through the trophies here.
Son of a bitch knew what he was doing before he even came in here.
So New Game Plus, everything will get carried over, so it doesn't really matter. You can finish up what you need to do.
Esmeralda is in Union and waiting for instruction.
Let's go, Myra. It's time.
Are you sure about this, Myra?
So you're running now
Once you become the core,
back to your
it will
sort of
be here.
your house, your safe
Myra was
sort
planning
of
on
spot.
becoming the core? Why?
There's your safe room coming up soon. Did I run past it? I think I would have run in the wrong direction. This actually feels a little more like Journey at the moment. You know that game, Journey. There's another residual memory there. Residual memory.
Quickly, Theodore, let me... What are you doing?
Did you really?
Alright, now so here's your safe house.
They may be short-sighted, but they're far too valuable to me. When I control them,
That's when it happened. When this place started to fall apart.
So it's satisfying to come into here with your final save. My last classic mode, I didn't save it here. I had a save that I ran out that I had to do the whole scene before Tomorrow. So my last save was just after Laws and Keeper boss fights. I was a bit cautious. So of course now Myra is coming up, so you just feel free to spend all your supplies, all your gunpowder. Make as much ammo as you can. Myra does drop ammo throughout the fight, but you might as well just get prepared for this. You're not going to need any more supplies after this and this playthrough. Sniper gun bullets actually do work quite well on Myra at some points. You don't really need smoke, and you don't really need ice. You certainly need a few medical kits and explosive bolts. But unfortunately I don't have enough nails to make any more. Why did I craft smoke bolts there? I don't know. Just because I had some sort of smoke ammo. Okay, so right, we're just about done here. Thank you for watching this video, and we're about to tackle Myra in the next video. So take care, see you next episode.